What's up guys? Iceman here. So in this video I'm going to show off my Necromancer. Currently he can solo the Chaos Sanctuary in Hell mode. Although the build is kind of a shithouse. I'm going to show you why. You see, the skeletons don't do a lot of damage, and I'm actually considering switching over to poison / corpse explosion. I've seen some videos on YouTube where they just obliterate the entire screen. And it sounds appealing to me to prioritize poison and bone skills, because that is where corpse explosion resides. In which case, I won't be prioritizing summons at all. So my corpse explosion will just have a massive radius, and I'd like to see what that's like. First off, I'm going to stick with this summoning build for a little while longer. So here's what you do. You can go to Nithalek's temple, and I believe this portal stays up even after you kill Nithalek, because there's a bunch of corpses here. So you just kind of summon your army. There you go, and right now I can have up to 12 skeletons in total. And I found a circlet that has teleport charges. Now, I might die, but I'm going to give this a shot. So you go to the River of Flame. Let's teleport. There it is. I'll show you my gear in just a minute here. You go to River of Flame, and I teleport across. Because narrow corridors with a Summon Necro in D2R are really a pain in the ass. There's no splash damage. Your minions get all blocked up. Well, that was actually quite easy. So it can be a real pain in the ass, dog. But let me show you what this is like. I'm actually... Once you get out in the open, it does a pretty damn decent job. And it takes me a minute, like I said, this gear's shitty. It's very shitty. But you can mess around with Decrepify and amp damage. Even this part can be difficult, going through these narrow corridors right here, because sometimes the enemies will block them up. Now, I've been collecting items to sell for gold because I have to constantly repair the circlet that I have with teleport charges on it. It'd be a bit more convenient to have maybe a staff on switch, but the circlet so far is the best that I've found. So I'm going to show you guys his gear and just what this kind of looks like. See, you just got to get a kill or two, and then you can start blowing up the screen. So what I do is I kind of herd them all together. And I do have revives as well. But check this out. Kind of like the cow level. You know, you go around, you curse them, you get them together like this, and you kind of stay in the vicinity of the corpse so you can be protected by the explosion, basically. But check that out. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, here's a staff. I gotta start picking those up. I actually found a Grand Charm from Diablo that I have been re-rolling. And you just need 3 perfect gems of any type. Skull included. But yeah, you just kind of herd them up. You get a kill, and then you start exploding shit. Now, what I would do with Poison Nova, I don't think I'd have the Skeleton Army. At least I might not have one that survives. Because I might want to put 1 point into them all just for meat shields, if I have enough skilled gear, maybe, where they can actually survive a little bit. But I don't think that'll be the case for a long time with my current gear setup. So hell yeah. See, it's really not bad. And there's some strategy to it. Like I said, you kind of herd them together. You just got to keep that amp damage up. And it's a pretty good time. And actually, I didn't realize it, but MF is on here. When you don't have any MF, it just doesn't show it at all. So I have 86 MF right now, this character. So here's his gear. Baza hooked me up with this item, so thank you, sir. He found it with his MF Sorceress. Now, one thing to keep in mind about this is that Bone Prison can be quite annoying when it casts it, because it just surrounds you with the Bone Prison, and sometimes you can't escape it, so you're stuck in there. And sometimes you're stuck in there with another enemy, so they're in there beating the shit out of you. So yeah, it's kind of like Aki in that it has one of these mods that are kind of cool in effect, but practically suck. So that's kind of unfortunate. In fact, I think it's even worse than Aki, because at least with Aki you can teleport out of your situation in many circumstances anyway, as long as your faster hit recovery is up. But in this, if you don't have teleport, you're just stuck in the damn bone prison. In some cases. Sometimes it'll cast 2 at once, so that'll be quite annoying. But I have that, but it's been a good wand otherwise, because it gives a lot to my summons. So I have Triangle's Gloves, 2 to curses, so that's nice for the amp damage, duration, and radius. Pretty shitty ring. Even worse, belt. SOJ. Some rare boots. Triangles. And Lif from my Discord. Links in the description below to follow me on Discord. But Lif is one of the moderators there, and he hooked me up with this. So I gladly took it. So thank you, sir. Very nice armor. Shaco that I found. Bad amulet, pretty bad shield. So yeah, I need Homo. Need to get a Homo shield. And really, probably a 2 to skills amulet would be better than a 3 summon, because that's the fun part about this build, is you kind of have to find a good blend of poison and bone skills and summoning skills. Because your poison and bone, you want to have as much radius to corpse explosion as possible. Right now it's 11.3, so every point from either your gear or your hard points into this, add to the radius, and the damage stays the same. So yeah, it's interesting finding a blend between P&B and summoning. Because here's the summon. The skeletons each do 360 damage apiece, 907 life, and they survive very well. Golem does very shitty damage. And I have 9 points now to kind of mess around with. I've just been holding off. You know, many would probably start maxing amp damage to increase its radius. I'm not too bothered by the radius. I'm just trying to consider other options, but I'll probably put them into that. Also, I'm seeing how well my minions can survive with my golem. Not that he's all that important, because you might want to distribute some of those into either golem mastery or summon resist. At this level, though, I'm only getting 1% all res per base point, so you know it's a lot. I mean, it's not much for a base point, so. But yeah, it's been interesting. So I need a torch. I just ran my Hellforge, and a Lum rune fell, so that really sucked. And my Hellforge for my assassin dropped a Hell rune, so I had like 2 of the worst possible runes you could get from Hellforge. So that was really unfortunate. But yeah, you get them together. Shit. Try not to die. See, my res are... Holy shit. Okay, he has lower res on him right now. So we'll see what that looks like once the lower res goes off. But yeah, his res are very poor. I finally now just finished Anya for normal and nightmare. I'll show you some strategy for killing Satan in Hell with this, because this guy isn't a great boss killer at all. Probably even worse will be the poison one. But if I go that route. But here you go. What you do is you revive a bunch of these guys. Right now I think I can revive 10. 10 in total. Alright. And your golem is really important here. Actually, I found Lem from Trav Hell. So I was very pleased with that. So I finally made him Treachery. He was using some shitty rare armor. And that's when Lif was helping me run the Trav. I was very pleased to see a Lem rune. Highest rune I've found so far. Pretty damn pathetic. Found this from Pindle, and I just recently made this in a Vecta Corbin. I had it in a standard pull axe. So moving on up here. Now I have it still in a non-ethereal base, but at least it's an exceptional item rather than just a normal item. So you decrepify him is what I find to be most helpful. And your golem hits him as well. So your clay golem slows enemies by 51% right now at level 10. So yeah, you're slowing him alive. My mercenary really helps here. If he were dead, I'd still be able to kill him, but it would be kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I was able to kill him without my mercenary. I've done it a few times. It takes a little longer. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? It's been a good time, but like I said, I kind of want to respec to mess around, but I'm afraid I'm going to want to go back to summon shortly after respecking, because of course I don't have P&B gear at all. I might just make a white wand, and I don't have one that has a poison nova on it. And I don't think you can shop those. You can shop the bone spear ones. I got a really nice bone spear one. Not this one. Somewhere. It's on Switch. There it is. Right on Switch. See that? I shopped that from Act 2 normal. And I think the problem is in Nightmare in Hell, they're all magic. So you kind of got to find a poison one. Of course, Death's Web would be the best. Well, it's just too damn expensive. Yeah, D-Web is just too damn expensive. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching the video. If you want to support the Ice Boy, links in the description below. If you want to become a patron or dono to the tippy jar, appreciate you guys. Follow me on Discord. May the Creator bless you and keep you, and may you have many wives. Peace with you.